Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Monday to you all. Hopefully your week is off to a great start, or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully you're having a great day nonetheless. Today, we got to jump back on board with a debutante for the first time in what feels like a very hot minute. I have dropped the ball when it comes to debuts just because of time constraints and the release calendar and things of that nature, and for that I can only apologize. But we have got a debuting girl group on our hands today. The latest girl group to come out of Big Planet Made. Home label to VBG, now Taemin, and now BADVILLAIN. They've officially made their debut today with their self-titled title track, BADVILLAIN. I know they've done some pre-release stuff in the lead up to this, but I kind of missed those or hadn't been able to get around to them. But we are going to get around to this one today, and I'm actually quite excited for it because, again, we haven't done a debut in a little while. And I don't really know what to expect with this, like, at all. I don't know what concept they're going for, what type of sound they're going for. It looks pretty aggressive and pretty hard from the thumbnails of, like, the pre-releases and stuff. We're not doing the K-Profiles deep dive just because of time constraints. I did go through it a little bit earlier before we started recording. I saw that there were a couple of My Teenage Girl contestants, and if I read correctly, Golden Child's Bowman's little sisters in this group as well, which I love little family connections like that within the industry. I think that's just really cool. It's like a small little detail that I thoroughly enjoy listening to whenever we get, cousins or siblings or twins. It's really cool, man. We love a talented family around here. So, BADVILLAIN's BADVILLAIN. Let's check this one out. Here we go. Righty-o, BADVILLAIN's BADVILLAIN. I have no idea how or what we're gonna get. How we're gonna get? No, what? I don't know what we're gonna get or how we're gonna get it, but I reckon I'm just gonna sit back and prepare to be astonished. So, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, making an impact off beat one.
Yeah, baby. What? La 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 la. Villain.
Whoa! Oh, it's kind of artsy but heavy. Hold on a second. Wow. I'm already impressed. Hold on a second.
We're gonna take this money like TikTok. She gonna G come under the G pop. I'm with the sisters breaking this system. Push it in my daughter sound on Jessa. Bad girl, you know we rolling is heavy. 계속 올려대는 썰리. 한입 거리려는 jelly. I got the spicy idea, you jelly. Mobbing with the bad girls. You and me the gang.
I was about to say something. I'm just gonna let this verse cook. Hold on. They have managed to tie in this orchestral element to such a hard-hitting song so well. Also, the attitude in the rap verses is spectacular. Genuinely, this is one of the most tastefully done debut songs I've heard in a hot minute. It's really good. I'll explain later But this has so many things that I love about music that has just been interwoven together. Switch to the modern beat, okay. Oh, keep that double time beat going.
Villain. Villain.
Well done. Very, very, very well done. Oh my. Part of my language. Fucking hell. Okay, let's talk. First of all, this is the type of song that last year I would have been a little bit scared of. I'm not very well read in the art of rap, in the art of the hip-hop type music, right? I didn't grow up on it. I don't really have a connection to it like I do with pop and rock music. So this type of very rap-heavy approach to a song kind of scares me a little bit, because I'm never really sure if I'm going to be able to really articulate all my thoughts well enough. Nah, that concern for this, straight out the window. They have managed to tie in admittedly very hard top line with such a tastefully done orchestral string section in the background. And why that's resonating for me is I am a violin player. Well, maybe not anymore because I haven't played in about 5 years, but I played from when I was 10 to when I was about 21. I played for a very long time. I played violin. So whenever we get any string section, it doesn't really matter if it's a B-side and it's a ballad or if it's a hard-hitting title track like BADVILLAIN is, I'm gonna love a string section because I can connect to it. But the fact that they have managed to capture and really show off the intensity and the theatricism, that's a word, right? We'll roll with it anyways, but they've managed to capture what I deem to be the essence of the hard-hitting string section and interweave it into what is a very modern, hard-hitting sound, and they've captured the best of both worlds and showcased it here. Oh, I am beyond impressed. We're going again. I don't care.
Who do you think you are? Out of my mind. Yeah,
It's classical, and yet it's modern and hard-hitting. They've captured the elegance, they've captured the grit and the anger. It's almost like, you know how Hamilton was like a modern genre of musical of historical figures? You know, the musical Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda, and things in that nature. This is like what would happen if like Hamilton was a K-pop song for me, because it's got the classical element, it's got the modern hip-hop element, and it just, that's freaking so good.
what? La 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 la. Villain. La 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 la. Out of my mind. La 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 la.
And it's not just strings too. We've got the heavy, loud, punchy, low brass section. Trombones putting in the work with the big brass hits. But they've also, again, interwoven in that kind of, not trap beat, but that hip-hop digital beat in the background. But it doesn't feel out of place. Typically, I've found that when you get very traditionally arranged, so to speak, classical orchestra, and you try and pair it with a modern beat, it's very hard to get that balance right. The balance is perfect.
When I come in, I'm killing. Shut up, no way. Shut up, no way. 예뻐져도 예뻐진 느낌. I don't even hide in my emotion. 되는 소신, no questions. Bad attitude. 잘 먹으라 너나 잘해요. We're gonna take this money like tea.
And just there's something about the way the orchestral instrumental affects this rap heavy top line. It almost makes it sound like refined, almost elegant. I don't know how they've done that, but it really works for me.
TikTok, 시간을 지켜 모두들 힙합. I'm with the sisters, breaking the system. 부셔 이마저로 세워놓은 질서. Bad girl, you know we rolling is heavy. 계속 올려대는 소리. 한입 거리하는 jelly. I got the spicy idea, you jelly. Mobbing with the bad girls, you and me the gang.
Peep the background harmonies here.
I can feel no pain. Little in dimension. 나쁜 기분 proof. 나 올라서니.
This hit is insane. This is a very hard-hitting song, and yet the music team have decided that to emphasize the hard-hittingness of the song, they're gonna use the orchestral section. They're not gonna use a loud, crunchy 808 and some digital stuff. They've decided to bring the power of the brass and the string section and almost unleash it. How have they done this so well? This
Without villain. I'm a man.
I could ramble for hours about this song. This is fantastic. But I think what's really cool from a string player point of view is my brain is like piecing together what the sheet music for this would look like, because that is my instrument, right? The high shoulder strings. So to see that it's not just they're using the strings for the sake of using strings, but they've as I mentioned before, captured the power of the string orchestra and the full orchestra, but also they've managed to throw in a little bit of playfulness in that orchestral section as well. Like rhythmically, it's kind of like when it comes to rap deliveries, not everyone is going to have the same flow. They've had that exact same mentality in the string section as well, because the string melody, the rhythm goes in like 3 different phases. So triplets here, straight 8th notes, little trills, and then that different rhythm. So technically there's like 4 different parts to that string section, and I love that they've allowed that kind of rhythmic freedom, kind of like what they would do with the rap section as well. But continue the applause. That's brilliant. It's so good. And hold on a second, did this drop with a mini album? Let me check real quick. BADVILLAIN. Oh, it's a single. I wonder if they have B-sides. I am going to check very quickly, because if the B-sides are anything like what BADVILLAIN was, well, I may have to take a gander at it, won't I? BADVILLAIN's Overstep, Yahoo, Baditude, and Plus 82, which I believe was one of the pre-release performance videos that they did. So not a lot of music, but may have to take a gander at that, because that was a lot of fun. And that might be my favorite girl group debut of the year so far. That's very, very, very good. If they can manage to continue this very rap heavy top line and interweave it with just the heaviest of orchestral instrumentals, they might be a group I have to keep my eye out on. Because if they can do this another couple of releases, I am going to be so on board with them. I mean, I kind of already am on board with them already, but if they can continue this trend of music, oh, they are going to be a standout group for me. And I'm very much looking forward to what they can bring moving forward. But that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did, and Lord knows I enjoyed that a lot. Anyways, one last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, Even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.